they live on. This isn't science fiction. This is getting clearer by the day. But some of these planets are hidden in plain sight.
El Papi _2023 said, Captain.
What's up, everybody? Bob, welcome. I know Mahula's on too. Welcome, welcome. So, I should have advanced today. Nah, we'll leave it at that. We'll advance it here.
Mahula Bro Sync said, Hi.
What's up, guys? Thanks for joining the stream. My daughter was just showing me an Isaac Buttman video. If you guys have not watched him, oh my God, he is a hilarious Aussie comedian. He dresses up like the Joker, like Two-Faced Joker, and then his comedy tour is called Why He's So Serious. Oh yeah, he's good. All right, so today I've got a little bit planned here. So I've been off camera. I've been collecting science. I have collected every bit of science that I can so far, except for the northern tundra. I went all the way up north and landed on this off camera. I just wanted to see if I could do it, if I could fly there. Holy crap, did it take me a long time. Timmy Wan did it. He landed on the ice, and he got some science from that. But right before you hit the ice, there's a barrier of tundra that I can get from there. Well, when I landed, it said northern ice barrier. So I was like, oh, I can fly down here and do this too. So these are the only two biomes I have left on the entire planet that I can actually go to. And this one's going to be a long flight over the water. So,
Mahula Bro Sync.
That one's not going to be fun to watch.
How long did the flight take?
It took literally, and I was even. So here's the thing: when you do the time warp, if you do just the first step time warp, so that's like double speed or times 2, because I don't really think it's double. But anyway, you can control the plane pretty good. Okay, once you hit 3, the stupid plane drifts one direction, and if you make even the slightest correction, it really like throws you over, and it's impossible. You can't even do 4. There's no way you could do the 4, because there's 4 time bars. There's no way you could do 4. All right, so unfortunately, I think what I'll do is I'll fly that again off camera. I do have, I believe, a desert thing to do. Let me go surface landed, and I think I had to do a crew report. So I have one? Nope. Sorry, I didn't mute my phone. Yeah, I did not do a crew report on the desert. I did an EVA. Did I do an EVA report? Desert. Maybe I didn't do an EVA report either. I thought I did. But see, there's the northern ice shelf. So we did that one. I am not seeing desert. So I know I got goo. And that should be, yep, surface. Why am I not seeing desert? Oh, right there. Yeah, see the desert. So that should be like the 3rd or 4th one down. So I didn't do an EVA report, and I was just so enthralled that I made it to the desert. So one of the things I want to do is go back over there, finish up the science off the desert, and it's pretty straightforward because there is right about this direction, there's a desert on this continent that's not too far away. So it's a short flight, but I want to show you what I've been doing to gain this money. Look at all this money I got. 3.7 million Kerbal bucks. So what I've been doing is gathering every single ferry
El Papi
of
underscore
tourists I can get.
2023 said, Woot.
Yeah. So every time I eliminated all the other ones, except these are pretty good because that's like 136,000, and that one's like 465,000 to do it. But it's on the moon, so yeah, it's gonna be a while. But they give me an advance of 162, and then you get $500,000 just for completing it, plus 27 science. I'm like, okay, I might have to do that one. I gotta do a stack separator on the moon once I've landed and then returned and all that. So, but for right now, we have a lot of ferry missions. And so what I did is I upgraded my launch pad to handle the bigger rocket. So let's introduce the newest spacefarer tourist vehicle, the Robo 12 passenger ship. So each one of these holds 4 people.
Mahula Bro Singh
These are the hitchhiker
said,
storage pods.
Upgrade your rockets, gentlemen.
Yes.
El Papi underscore 2023 said, it now accepts a bigger rocket.
So what I did here was, in order for this thing to take off, get into the atmosphere and come back down and land
Mahula Bro
without
Singh
crashing.
said, no commented El Papi underscore 2023.
I had to put on, 6 parachutes to slow it down enough, and then it still busted this bottom container. So I had to put on landing struts, and of course I have 6 landing struts, retractable landing struts. So now it comes down just fine. I did lose a couple of contracts because those guys died, and then it fell over, and when it fell over, the crew cabin separated, and then I had to go collect these guys because the crew cabin wasn't attached to it, so it wouldn't retrieve it. It was kind of a pain in the ass. But this is all tweaked out. It's good to go. Let's just add some people to it. And Timmy Wan's been doing a lot of flying, so I think I'm going to put Canuck in charge. So I killed Frag, and apparently I can bring Frag back, but I can't use his exact spelling of his name. Same way with Zanfan GMR, because I spelled Zanfan GMR with a capital G, M, and R. So I just changed the M and R to smaller, lowercase, and brought Zanfan back. So for those of you who watched the last video, what happened there was the airplane in the hangar was showing 3 engines, but I get it out to the runway and there's only 2. And it was some sort of video glitch. Because I shut down the game, restarted, even shut down my computer and restarted, came back in, and it was still doing it. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll just rebuild the plane. Well, if that was the case, and it was a something to do, because what it kept doing is it kept saying there was missing parts. And there wasn't any missing parts, because when it would go to the landing field, then it would say missing parts. So I deleted the Science Splat plane, and I created Science Splat 2, which is identical to Science Splat 1, except it now got my seismic thermometer on there, seismometer on it. And yeah.
Mahula
So
Bro
I had a little bit
said,
testing to do.
Splatoon.
So Frag was my test pilot, and the very first time it took off, it rolled over and crashed because I didn't have. You saw how quickly, if you don't have your landing gear in the right spot and your thrust in the right spot behind your lift or behind your center, the plane just doesn't fly worth a shit. Not in the configuration I have. So I killed Frag, but then I brought him back, and then I turned on the refly until I got the plane tweaked like it was before. So now it's the same as the Splat 1, just called the Splat 2, and it flies. So without further ado, let's go ahead and load up 12 passengers here. And I'll tell you, this brings in a butt ton of money. So right now I have, how much money do I have? Where do I see that? Oh, let's get rid of these contracts. What did I say? 3.7 mil? Getting rid of contracts. Okay. I don't think I can tell from here, because it's usually on this one, the Delta V, that it tells me how much money I have. But that's all right. When I go outside, it'll tell me. So the ship itself costs almost 41,000 to go up. Okay. Each contract, I think each person brings me roughly 40,000. So when you're carrying 12 people, holy moly, that's a butt ton of money. A butt ton of money. I wish I had a butt ton of money, but I don't. I do in Kerbal. All right, so I have 3.68, so 3.7 because 40 grand for this. And now this is a liquid fueled engine. So I put on a mech jeb. That's why I have these here. So I'm going to watch for my apoapsis. And there we go. So as soon as my apoapsis hit over 70, I'll eject the lower half. I don't want to go too fast because then I go really far in the atmosphere. But this thing, tons of power. I have about, and it's just the regular size. I guess I have two of them on there, but they're just the two regular size tanks. But holy moly, I still have fuel left over. Oh, let's kind of tilt over towards the water. This is actually my rocket that I can take and do a orbit with, but I don't want to do the orbit yet because I'm still making money off just going into space. So if you want to make your money, this is the way to do it. So 45, 48, 49, 50 is my apoapsis. That's why I like the mech jeb. It kind of tells you I don't have to switch to my map. As soon as I hit, there we go, we're up into space. I'll go ahead and eject that. And I had, half fuel? So now I'll just hit the advance, and we'll go up to about 75,000 and then come right back down. And hopefully we'll splash down. If not, and we try to land on the ground, no big deal, because I got the landing struts. And 6 parachutes. But this is my orbiter. This is the one that I feel very comfortable with making orbit. I put a little Terrier engine on here and get rid of the crew pods, and don't have a problem getting into orbit with it at all. But I'm making all my money doing this. I might as well just keep doing this, right? All right, so we went up into space. We're good to go. Our contracts, you can see a few of them here have completed. I just have to land, and each one of those is going to be a butt ton of money. So I need to watch now. Under 400. There we go. My chutes come out, and am I landing in water? Yes. Really close to water. Really, I guess that's an island. I don't know what the hell that is. It's like a reef. It's like a coral reef. Barrier reef. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to, just to be safe, we'll extend it. Now, I'm dropping at 5.2 meters, which is really good. I didn't have my chutes open until like 1,600 feet, so I don't have that 5,000 foot drop that I have to talk through. There we go.
Mahula Bro Sync said, "Better safe than sorry."
Yes. And I love the fact that each capsule has the Mahula Brothers logo on it. Yay! All right. Yeah, we landed pretty close to it. There we go. We have landed. And we're going to recover. All right, so here's what you want to look at. So we had 3.68 mil, and now we have 4.08.
El Papi underscore 2023.
Right? Almost 400,000.
Sweet.
Yeah. So we got 97% of our parts back. So out of our 40,000, we got 19,000 recovered. That's awesome. I don't know how that works out. I guess there's used fuel that, you know, you just don't get credit for, and say there's monopropellant. I could take that out instead of putting it in here all the time, but I don't think you get the full amount of your funds back, which if I really wanted to be frugal, I could take the monopropellant out and would be fine. And I wouldn't have to add the mech jeb, because that's like $800. So when you put a mech jeb on, but I like seeing the numbers. Now that I'm making money, you know, I can spend. All right, so let's do one more. I don't know how many passengers I have left. We'll get rid of, oh, did Timmy want to fly that? I thought Canuck was going to fly it. I don't remember if I changed Canuck out. All right, well, Canuck's going to do this one. All right, so let's add 12 more passengers. And I have 2 left. All right, not a problem. Let's do one more. So, I mean, this is literally how easy it is to make a butt ton of money. SAS, throttle up, and launch. And we'll just kind of, don't want to start my roll too early. Get my roll out over the water. Well, this one, you know what, we'll stay right here. I will land on the ground so I can show you what it looks like to land on the ground. So let's just kind of veer back the other way. There we go. All right, so this should drift us. I think it's the wind that does it, but it should drift us over in this area over here somewhere.
El Papi underscore 2023.
There's my apoapsis. Okay.
I would do that with the 2 passengers.
That's all right. I've landed on the ground successfully several times. It wasn't until the last few times that I started going over the water doing splashdowns. The ground landing looks pretty cool. But I did it with 4 landing struts, and one of them blew out from the stress, and then the next one up is 6, so it's, you know, 2, 3, 4, 6, yeah. Uh-oh, I did that wrong. All right, so I separated this stage with the rocket still underneath me, so it's still pushing me, which is why I'm going really freaking high. It's not going to let me off. Oops.
Mahula bro sync. Nice.
Yeah. So my stage is actually separated. There we go. And it's not going to separate me until it runs out of fuel. Now I put my apoapsis at 370,000 meters. So I'm going to go way out in space and come way back. The problem is I come back really, really fast. All right, so let's just zoom. Woo! And it gets smaller. Okay, now I'm coming back. All right, 140. All right, coming back down. Now we're back in the atmosphere again. So that should have probably gave me a what do they call it? A milestone. Yeah. All right. So I got to get under. Yep. See, I lost a strut. I don't know what I lost. I'm pretty sure I lost a strut. I don't know what blew up. There's my heat shield. I've got all my parachutes, right? 6 parachutes, yep. And I got 6 landing struts. I am not quite sure what blew up. I heard it blow up. Oh, maybe that was my bottom stage hitting the ground. That could have been what it is. See, we're so far over. We're near. Yeah, there's something that blew up over there. I don't even know where we're at on the planet. Oh, so Kerbals, the launch center's right there, and I'm coming down clear over here. The desert that I want to go to, guys, is right here. So that's the one we're going to fly to next. And that's going to be the extent of the missions for this particular episode. So, I just hope we're not on too unlevel of ground. Let's see where we're at. I like doing a crew report for... We're in the grasslands, so we should be all right. Flying above the grasslands. So Canuck, you know, I guess being Canadian, pushed the wrong button first. He should have pushed his throttle down first and then staged. Maybe it was, you know, he was thinking metric instead of standard, American standard, because, you know, that's what it should be. I know it's Canuck, man.
Pappy
You know, it's hard to say.
2023 said he apologized though, so we are good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good old Canadian, so he apologized for it. So let's just speed up a little bit here. 300. All right. There we go. Bounces a little bit, but then there we go. We're all landed. So we'll recover the craft before it tips over. Now, being that I'm further away, I'm not going to gain as much money back from that mission. So let's see. Well, not too bad. 92% value. So, but everybody came back, and I wanted to see if we got a new milestone for that being the highest we've gone. But it doesn't look like it. It just looks like it's contracts completed. Maybe I've gone higher than that before. I don't know. I do know that one of the things I want to do is I have the infrared camera, and I have to go above 250,000 feet to place a satellite with the infrared camera on there to get more science. So I'm pretty much stuck except for doing the southern ice shelf, the 2 tundras, and I'm hoping they're separate and not just tundra. I'm hoping it's like northern tundra and southern tundra. But if it's just tundra, I only need to do it once. So I have 2 flights there, minimal, and then the one to the desert. So let's just go here. I want to get all the ferry missions I can. Just to continue making a butt ton of money. Ferry 4, Ferry 3. All right. Then we're going to look at these. 47,000. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that one. Oh, there's another ferry mission. Ferry 2. Orbital surveys. These kind of suck. It's not bad if you go out and get them, but you have to get to all 4 of these sites and do an EVA report on the surface. So you pretty much got to drive there. They're a pain in the butt. These will probably be really close where I could drive there, so I might keep that one. Test, that's 136. I could test the new one. I probably have to get it as I probably don't have the science for that one, that Airstream protective shell. And then those were the other 2 that I had before. So those aren't bad money. You get $132,000 for completing it, a $75,000 advance. That's almost $200,000, and then another 20, 40, 60, 80,000 for each one. So let's see where those are at. Those are alpha sites. All right. So the way to find this out is you go here, and then you go to these markers. So the alpha site, the alpha site. No, that's CP. The problem is you can't zoom. Yeah, alpha is okay. Alpha, beta, delta. All right, is that the one for surveys? Yeah, CPGZ. All right, so I've got 5 hours on this. I'll go ahead and accept it. One of the things I want to do for the science is I wanted to get the better wheels. So if you look here at the science table, the better wheels are within grasp. They're right here. Okay, the RovoMax models. So they give me a speed of 30, I think, 34 meters per second. That's the max speed. I don't know how tippy they are. I don't know how well they take shock. I haven't tried them out, but that's going to cost me 300 out of my 500. So I got to really be careful because my next science isn't until here, and that's going to cost me, what was this science? This is 550 sciences to get to, no, it's not that one. It's, isn't it that one? Or is it this one? No, I think it is this. Oh, where's the next science? Because I already got this one, and that gave me my double C. Oh, it's here. Advanced Science Tech, yeah. So it's the gravimetric thing. Where is that? Right here. Gravimax. All right, now, the issue with this one is you only get to do it once. And the Gravimax, I believe, gives you a science of, let's see, maximum value is 22. Base value is 20. And, so it's okay. Gravity scan can be done. Now it says surface landed or surface splash biome, low in space and high in space. That's the only time. That's the only 4 areas you can do it. Now the surface landed biome, I don't know if that means can I go to my individual ones, like my space plane and do one, and then go to the landing strip and do one. If I can do that like I did with all my other ones, that would be cool. But I'm not going to know until I get it, and I'm not going to get it because right now it's way too much money. That's 550, and I have to buy. I don't even have 550, and I have to buy the next step up here, which is 1.7 million, which I have the money for. But I have to buy the next upgrade, which I think is the last upgrade. There might be one after that, but I think this is the last one, which is not a big deal. I mean, I can do it, but whether I want to spend that 500 to get that science, and then because right now I've got 500 science that I can spend on getting the wheels, which is what 300, and then picking up like maybe the command modules, which give me the, like this one's got a spot for 3 crew. Now see, that would be cool. I could make a small rocket to go orbit with and take 3 people in there. I wouldn't have to take but 1 pilot, and then rotate tourists or whatever through, because orbiting's a lot tougher. Rotate the crew through there to gain experience, because I'm going to hit level 1 as soon as I do my first flight. So I'd like to have this before I first do my first orbit, because then I can take 3 pilots with me, and all 3 of them will get level 1, and that'll give you the retrograde and prograde markers that they will hold. So if you want them to hold retrograde or prograde, you just click on that marker and it will automatically spin the nav ball to that particular one. So for right now, we're just going to go do the science over in the desert. And that would probably be, so here's space plane science splat 2. I think that's more than enough science for what I need. Because I think all I had to do was the EVA and the crew report, which I can get a little bit more from another atmosphere and another goo, I think. But, yeah, we got to figure out who's going to fly it. I mean, Timmy's been flying all my others, but let's go ahead and get Zan back in the pilot seat. Since, this would be a legitimate way for him to die now, if he actually dies. So, I forgot what I said I was going to look up. I don't remember. Time I had left. So, yeah, I'm at 38 minutes, so I got 20 minutes to fly over there. So that'll be plenty of time for this particular mission. So I thought I had it planned out pretty well. All right, so Zanfen's piloting his space plane. We're going to fly over to the desert biome, land on the desert biome, get the last of the science that I can get from there. Hopefully that'll push me over 550. Then I have a tough decision to make. So while we're flying, I'll go ahead and get the science on my screen. So I like to wait until I start moving and then release the brakes. It just kind of gets my jet engines up a little bit. About 40, I'll start lifting and just lift. No. Oh shit. We legitimately killed Zan again. What the hell, Zan?
Score 2023 said, "Rip."
Right? I get the new pilot Zan, and he flies just like the old pilot Zan.
Mahula Bro said, "You only die twice."
Yeah.
Mahula Bro
shit.
said, "Well, it's Zan."
Yeah, it's Zan. All right. Back to Space Center. I still have the backup turned on my game, so you can change that at any time. Oh, what's that? There's a part. There's a debris. What is it? Recover the debris. Oh, I don't know what it was. Doesn't say. All right. Well, anyway, let's go back into settings here. Go into custom settings and turn off, where is it? Reverting flights. There we go. So now I can't revert any. So, sorry, Zan, you died again. I don't get it. I just don't get it. All right, well, I know the plane's good. Oh, I didn't look. Did Zan have his glitch? Did he not have the engine there? I didn't even look. All right, who's piloting? All right, Timmy won. All right, Timmy. We're gonna have you pilot it. We're gonna look here. Make sure we have all the engines, because if we didn't have all the engines, then Zan deserves to come back, because that's has something to do with the game. Nope, there's all the engines. So did I turn SAS on? I'm sure I did, or did I not? Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the video now. Because if I didn't turn SAS on, that was Zan's fault for not doing that. Yeah. All right, full throttle. Come on, Timmy. The concentration is unbearable. See? I bet you I didn't have my SAS on. I bet you I didn't. Alright, let's turn this direction. I think it's just right in this direction here. Of course, 225. Alright, we're going to just keep gaining altitude here. I'm going to stall out. No, it's even more than that because I have to. We're almost run right by those mountains. 270. Yeah, not quite. Yeah, 270. I think is about where it's at. Anyway, let's go ahead and gain some speed. I'm only going 70. Like to get up there about 6,000 feet. So I should be able to at least double my speed here and have the craft. I mean, it's kind of wonky when I'm trying to do maneuvers, but it's pretty stable flying for the most part. I see it's drifting a little bit. That's all right. Yeah, when you're playing a space game and you're flying a plane, yeah, not really what it's designed to do. Alright, there we go. We're going kind of straight, the direction I want to go. See, when you double your speed, see how everything just kind of fluctuates? When you triple it, you start getting a shudder. That 4 speed, well, it's still going pretty straight. But any little thing will really affect you, and I don't want to get the control at all. We'll just keep going up. We're at 5,000 feet. Oh, let's go above land. As long as we're going up, I'm fine with that. We're going to be coming out of the lower atmosphere into the medium atmosphere, which changes the density of the air, and it affects how the engines perform. And with this plane, it was right around 8,000 feet, was as high as I could go. It just wouldn't let me go any higher, even if I was going up direction. Now what I want to do is I'm going to switch to this and go to my map and see if the direction's about right. Now, I need to parallel this mountain. That'll bring me right over here to the desert. So you can't really look at the plane. You look at this line. So I'm in a pretty good line. I have to come over a little bit more, but pretty good line for it. I just have to go to the right just a little bit. I see I'm descending now because I hit that 6,000 mark. Descending again. It just doesn't like the warp speed. Just doesn't like it. So I'll just fly going up. Just give it stick the whole time. Keeping it on double speed. See what triple speed does. Triple speed's not bad at this height. See how it drifts a little bit? It'll start drifting to the left. I tell you, with triple speed, it just doesn't take much for you to get way out of whack. Thinking that's desert straight ahead. Yeah, that's desert right there. I landed over here the first time, but I think I'm going to head for this one. So right over that water.
Peanuts in flight movie.
Yeah, I don't have peanuts, but I got pretzels. You know, peanuts are awfully expensive, and this is, you know, a cheap airline. So I'm going to have a pretzel. I got to take my finger off the stick, though. All right, here's a pretzel. Stale pretzels. Good thing I got Mountain Dew.
Mahula pressing. Said, I'll have to the Salisbury steak for lunch.
Well, before I got on, I picked up biscuits and gravy, so I really don't need too many pretzels. Now, can you imagine flying halfway around the world from the equator to the pole? So like I said, maybe what I'll do is I'll fly that direction, and then right before I get ready to get there, I'll start a stream and just do a stream with it landing. Thought about doing that, but it was streaming. It would have been streaming way late at night. And here's what's funny, guys. These pretzels that I'm actually eating are actually from my wife's trip to Texas that she got on the plane. So she was in Austin, Texas, really close to Zan, in a conference for a week, but when she flew back, she got in here about 7 o'clock, and they don't serve dinner or anything on the flights anymore. You know, so she was really hungry, so she got pretzels.
Imported pretzels, yum.
Yeah, Texas pretzels. Actually, I think she got them out of a flight, actually from Colorado to Montana, because she went from Texas to Colorado, Colorado to Montana. I don't know. I think this patch of desert is a little closer. I think I'm going to kind of divert course. Fly to that one. Alright, get leveled out here. Get going in about that direction. There we go. Alright, now let's bring up our all of our science. Go ahead and log those over and lock them up. There. A couple of goos. Nope, that one didn't lock. There we go. Now I've got a pressure or a seismic accelerometer, pressure, and then temperature, drifting a little bit. crew report, put that over here, and then I got to remember to do an EVA. Now we drifted quite a bit. See, so I'm at 8,000 feet, 7,900, and you see, even though my rudder and ailerons are actually, I'm lifting. They're up, and I can only maintain horizon, or a little bit above horizon. Well, that's because I dropped 200 feet. So the max height of this, ceiling height of this plane is about 8,000. So I should be over grasslands, flying over grasslands. And I think I already have atmosphere flying over grasslands, yeah. Because that's the other thing you can do with these atmospheres, is you can do the flying over the biome. Not only landed at the biome, but flying over the biome. Flying over the biome gives you more money, more science, than actually landing on it. But the individual biomes on the ground, when you run around with a ground vehicle and hit like the runway or the landing pad, you can do an atmosphere on that, but you can't do it flying over. All it does is say Kerbal Space Center. So KSC, I can get a flying over KSC, but not those other individual biomes. Well, I'm at 8,200 feet. So let's observe a mystery view. We are flying over Kerbal, right? But toggle display, toggle display, toggle display. I can't do one of these flying. Temperature over the grasslands still. Alright, so we're getting closer to the desert. This would be where like Vegas would be at. Is over on this side of Kerbal. Turn the lights on to the cabin.
Mahula pressing. Send. LUL.
And of course, then that would be California, if that's true, next to the water. Alright, let's see where we're at now. Crew report. Still over the grasslands. Yeah, haven't quite entered the desert yet. But we're getting there. Alright, I'm going to stop going up, so we'll start dropping in altitude, but really slow. As soon as we see that we're in the desert, I'll go ahead and cut the engines and then hit the chutes. Grasslands still. Got to be getting close. There we go, deserts. Alright, cut the engines. We're going to go ahead and dive down. I want to get under about 5,000 feet. Yeah, I've already done the flying over this desert. So, hit the chutes. And I think the chutes were set up for, yeah, fully open. Let's go ahead and turn off SAS. Yeah, altitude at 2,000 feet. They were fully open. So now we just got to drift down to the desert because we're still over the desert. Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and speed up time. Drop straight down. Go ahead and turn on the brake. So when we hit, we'll already have our brakes on. We don't roll anywhere. Can't recover the vehicle if the vehicle's moving. So I'm going to go ahead and run this one and keep one. Observe a goo flying over? Nope. Okay. Logger pressure over? No. Log a temperature over. Oh, look at that. Wow. All right, so we'll go ahead and collect the temperature over. Now, because I only put one thermometer on here, I can't reset it. Even if I take the data out of it, I can't reset it. Because I'm not a scientist, I'm a pilot. All right, 200 feet. .37 feet. And there we go. Sorry about that glitch there. All right. Okay, so crew report actually on the ground. That'll give us 3. Awesome. So we already did that. Temperature, let's do a pressure. Pressure, we already had. Log seismic data. Okay, we'd already done that one. Observe the goo. We'll go ahead and take that. We got to do an EVA report. So EVA report, there we go, there's 5. And sample, there we go, there's 18. There we go. So we got the best that we can get right now. Let's see, if I take the data and then log the temperature, I got to log the temperature from inside. And if I log the temperature, it's going to tell me, yeah, absolutely nothing. Okay. So that is about the best we can do. Let's go ahead and run 1 atmosphere on the ground. There's another 2 points. I mean, all this helps. All of it helps. That's it. I did the EVA report and I did the sample. Yeah. All I can do. All right, let's recover. See how much science we got out of that. There we go, 272 science. That gave us 46.1. So, we have enough. I have to make that big decision now. Do I actually, let's see, we got 92% of our parts back. We're 119 kilometers. So now I got the big decision to make on the science. What I'm going to do. See, and I don't know if the wheels are really a big deal, because except for driving over to do those other missions, that would be a good thing. That's 300 though. So that's pricey, you know. Is there something better? I mean, do I go for this other science and then get the gravimetric one and hope that I can do it at each individual biome and the KSP? Or is it just going to be the KSP is it? I don't know. But we'll have to see. So I'll probably try that out in my other game to see what actually happens, and that'll make my determination on which way I want to go, because I really want to get these command modules. I think that would be cool. Plus, I need I need these RCS fuel tanks if I'm going to start putting satellites and orbiting and that kind of stuff, so I can have I have the RCS jets, but there's no tanks for them yet. So, I mean, I got a little bit of monopropellant that's on the ship itself, but it's not much. So I'd rather have one of these bigger tanks, because that's like 750 monopropellant. So that's huge. And it doesn't cost that much. It's like $1,800. So, and I want to get a satellite up there and do the infrared scan of the planet. So there's a lot to do. So guys, thanks for coming and joining me on my stream. And look forward to the next stream. We'll plan out a few more missions. Maybe we'll do the flight to the South Pole and the tundra. I really hate to do that as a stream, but I suppose I could. But anyway, yeah. So thanks for coming along. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit that Twitch follow button. I'm trying to hit, you know, the 50 mark, so I can be, whatever it is, attuned, I guess. I don't know what it is. But anyway, thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. As always, this is Captain Adonis, and I am out.